Hey, long time since we've been on the podcast. But we're right back at it again, Dion. Right before the holidays, got one more episode in for 2025.
Snuck it in.
Snuck it in. Like last week, man, which is awesome because we took it was a hiatus. It was a while.
We had a lot going on.
We had a lot going on.
We'll get into it.
We'll get into fantastic episode as always. Thank you to the Mitchell-Logic Media team. They do a fantastic job for us every episode and make it really easy for us. So if anyone out there is looking for video, audio, any sort of production needs, these are your guys. I think we have some links throughout our page, maybe. If not, comment. We'll get you their info. Enjoy the episode.
Trevor, oh my God, it's been so long.
It's been forever, man. Feels like it.
Feels good to be back. Our whole situation has changed here.
Know.
We got new studio setup. Mitchell-Logic Brothers have been busy at work over the last 2 months.
They're always busy, dude.
They're so busy.
So busy. The busiest.
The busiest. But they definitely have done a really cool job with this new set.
Yeah, that's awesome. They hook us up here.
I'm sure I haven't seen you on air.
I've been busy,
in like
dude.
2 months, right?
I know. It's been crazy. It's been holidays.
It's been holidays.
Oh, holidays. Holidays and holidays.
Holidays and holidays. Yeah, it's been, honestly, I was looking back and we haven't done one of these since before the election, which was November 6th. So I think our last episode was like the end of October. So
oh my gosh.
yeah,
dude.
we're like get hit in 2 months without something.
But you know what? We're right back at it though.
Right
we
back
picked
in
up
it.
the baton.
Yep. So we got a great episode today. We are going to be, of course, I should have wore like a Santa's hat or been like a little more festive with this, but
same.
But here we are. It's okay.
It actually feels like winter outside once again.
It did. Well, it was like 50 degrees yesterday, and it's
so
like
soupy.
8 degrees today.
Oh.
So typical Michigan winter here, and actually that's kind of the theme of the whole episode is winter.
Yeah.
So we must be feeling it, but we're going to go over post-election results.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about holidays and holiday traditions.
Yep.
You're going to talk about some real estate activity because you're experiencing something I think you've never experienced before at this time of year.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's never experienced before, but definitely just, I think
it's notable.
It is notable. That's
okay.
well said.
Yeah. And then just some extra community notes and other winter related issues.
Yeah, just chit chat.
Just some little chit chat about what's going on in the community.
Yeah. From your local louvers.
From your local louver.
I was trying to think of something ridiculous to say.
No, it's perfect.
I succeeded.
So why don't we just jump right into this election? I know. I mean, at this point, it's kind of like old news, but we haven't really talked about it.
I mean,
so there is some tea.
I mean, for being like nonpartisan, like holy smokes,
it was a contentious.
It's kind of brutal.
It was brutal. There was stolen election signs.
Hurt feelings.
Lots of hurt feelings. There's a lot of hurt feelings.
Which is so funny.
Yeah, it was a contentious election year, and actually there's some numbers to kind of back it up.
Let's hear them. Let's hear the numbers.
But I mean, so quickly we'll go into results. Congratulations to Maria Taylor and Kevin Parkins on being elected to the Farmington City Council.
Tough fight.
I mean, there was like 5 candidates, right?
No, there was no one. Was there? I think
there was 4 candidates.
Was some write-ins?
No, well, there was some write-ins. There was more rejected write-ins than accepted write-ins.
Because I thought there was no one running against them. Like there was as many open seats as there were people running.
That could be the case, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I didn't dig as much into the Farmington ones.
So I'm pretty sure, there was, which is very typical for Farmington. I feel like when it comes to city council position, because the mayor is voted in by the city council. So you have a city councilman go from city councilman, mayor pro tem, then typically from mayor pro tem you'll go.
There's like a career pathway.
There's a pathway.
Yeah.
And then for the city council, sometimes you'll have people running against each other, but typically, it's going to be, then the number of seats and then the number of candidates.
Yeah. Well, and there's only, I forgot how many residents Farmington has, is like 9,000 or something like that.
It's very small.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have like a good voter turnout, and it means like 200 people made it to a precinct. Like that's good.
We'll talk. Like actually, I have turnout numbers too because
Yeah,
there was some interesting takeaways with that too. But so Farmington Hills election results, we had Mayor Teresa Rich reelected with like almost 60% of the vote.
I mean,
which
she
is
put the work in.
She put the work in. I think she had a bigger budget to help get her name out there, which
It's part of the discussion.
And it is part of the discussion. I mean, that's something to be said about having a budget to put more signs up, do more like internet marketing, and it's also a reflection on the support you have in the community as well,
or outside of
the community, which was another kind of contentious thing with this election, where she had quite a bit of funding from outside of the community, which I think is not a surprise to me, given that she was the mayor and there were a lot of business leaders who want to make investments into the city. That that's kind of the way this works. Is if you are if you're favorable to investment and bringing new business into the city as a politician, you're going to get backing.
100%.
And that's the way this works.
That's just how it goes.
And I think it was an interesting race too, because both Teresa and Randy were pro development and were pro bringing new housing to the city and new businesses, and like we talked about it in one of our previous episodes, but like Costic Center was like a major issue for Farmington Hills, and interestingly their positions on it seemed very similar from the discussions we had.
Well, and it all felt very interesting, because I feel like in a lot of ways, I mean, we definitely don't agree on everything, which I love.
Yeah.
But I really feel like we both, like, at least for me, I'll speak for myself here and let you have your opinion, but I've definitely felt like, and I'm speaking not as a Farmington Hills resident, right? I live in Farmington. I started off like pro Randy, in a lot of ways, but then as the campaign continued, I found more and more that I actually was leaning more towards Teresa Rich.
Interesting.
And it really just kind of came down to, I felt like preparation. I think we had 2 really great episodes with them both on here, and I don't think Randy did a bad job per se, but I felt like Teresa came with like solutions.
Yeah, she definitely. They both did, in my opinion. Like, honestly, for me, I was fine with either candidate after I talked to both of them.
And I would be too.
Yeah,
like,
I definitely was with you. Like, I definitely was leaning Randy at the beginning, but after talking with both of them and hearing it directly from Teresa, I definitely became more okay with the idea of her getting reelected as well.
Where at first we're like,
I don't know. Yeah, like are we better off than we were, before she was elected the first time? And I wasn't sure, but at the same time, I felt like they both had solutions to problems, and so I think we really couldn't have gone wrong with either option. That's where I ended up too.
And moral of that is like, educate yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Because what you feel like you think you support, it's like figure out how you're making your decisions, right?
Exactly.
Are you making your decisions because of something you're hearing from somebody, or are you making your decisions because you're actually doing due diligence?
Exactly.
And looking into, because that's the only reason my opinion changed, was because I felt like it was convenient for me, because my due diligence was like being vocalized to me from, for lack of better words, the person themselves.
Yeah.
But definitely, like, it makes a difference.
It does.
To be an educated voter.
It does.
So
for sure.
Definitely some.
And then we had 2 returning council members, Michael Bridges and Valerie Knoll.
Yep.
And then Charlie Starkman got
yeah.
elected in as, I think, one of the first millennials on the Farmington Hills City Council.
And I think first openly gay too.
Is he really? I wouldn't know, but that's cool too.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So, what?
More representation is good.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Representation is good.
So, how did you feel our episodes went? How did you feel our episodes went in heading into the election season? And do you want to continue that again for 26 and doing that and try to grow and expand on it at the state level? At the state level, yeah,
that'd be sweet.
It would be nice to get some state reps on. I know that is probably doable.
State reps are doable.
Yeah,
we could definitely get them on
for sure.
I know for sure we could get one on. Which I think
you're like, I'm thinking here. Yeah.
Once you get one on, I feel like you're good.
It opens the door.
Correct.
Yeah.
Break that crack open. A full-fledged doorway.
So yeah, I definitely think that we could do that, and we probably should do that
We
with
should
a
do
bit
that.
more prep
Yeah.
heading into 26, because that's going to
Agreed.
be a bigger election, and it's midterm, so it's even like not even that big.
Right.
Like,
I would think it'd be sick to get like Mike Duggan on or something. Like,
well, I bet we could get Gilchrist on
yeah, I think because he's
because
a Farmington guy.
he's I think his parents live in Farmington. or
Yeah,
Farmington
he's
Hills.
like Farmington Hills. Like, I think, don't quote me on this, I think he went to Farmington High.
Did he really?
Farmington or Harrison,
Okay,
I think.
I know his parents live here.
So,
it
because
might-
he spoke at the market, the
Did
opening
he
day
really?
of the market I think last year, opening day
That's
last
cool.
year. Yeah, last year, the year before, he was the speaker, and he was lieutenant governor then. So.
Yeah, well, maybe we can get him on too.
Yeah, for sure.
And to be honest, like I'm currently right now, I'm an Abdul guy for Senate.
Yeah. Not educated.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not-
it's
I'm
a bit
not.
it's still a bit.
I'm not
early.
saying he's uneducated. I'm like, let me preface this comment a little bit.
My philosophy going into midterms and like representatives is, at this point, if you are not supporting Medicare for all, I can't vote for you.
Let's hear about this. Why do you support Medicare for all?
Because we've tried the public-private partnership with Obamacare, Affordable Care Act, and
Yeah.
we've been doing it for 20 years, a little over 20 years,
Failing.
and it's clearly not working. Like, if you have to have billions of dollars in tax subsidies to make it affordable to people, at that point, like, just cut out the
What are we doing?
bureaucracy and the middleman and just give it to people and guarantee it. Like,
See, my whole thing is like, and there's pros and cons to everything, right?
of course.
I think at the heart, like, yeah, I am for sure. Like, I want everyone to have access to medicine that needs it. Like,
Bottom line,
I don't want someone
yeah.
dying because they can't get insulin.
And that's where
Right?
that's where we're at.
And but I also get extremely nervous, like overwhelming our health systems.
Then we need to be training more nurses, more doctors.
Agreed.
And providing.
But is this logical? Like, is this
student loans.
a plausible solution that, like,
I mean,
to a
if like
problem?
130 other countries in the world can figure it out, I don't see why America, the great America, can't figure it out.
Have you seen our
know?
country lately?
I mean, yeah.
Are you sure about that?
I think my concern is like I worry about additional bureaucracy just because it's a government entity that would be administering
No.
it. But like I don't think it's going to be worse than where we're at. And if it means that
Yeah.
just everyone gets it without getting denials, then like, okay, what's the problem?
Just long wait times.
And then so like, okay, here's another like anecdotal experience. Like I'm
Yeah.
I'm an employer.
yeah.
I don't think I should have any control or say over like the healthcare coverage that my employees get. I think that's really weird for me to have that kind of power.
You're
And like,
diversified.
well, no, like I don't think
No, I
I
know
don't want to
exactly
have
what
to
you mean.
know about
Right.
like these different plans, like
Pre-existing conditions
and
of your
pre-existing
employees.
conditions, and like how do I offer the right things depending on what's going on in each of these people's lives. And like honestly, I don't think it should, like, I'm a bug guy.
Right.
Like
Right.
I'm not an insurance expert, so why am I being tasked with making these decisions? And like I have a health insurance rep that like handles a lot of it, but there's still way too many decisions I have to
Fair.
make that I don't feel is right that like an employer should make.
You know, and I think too, like, speaking, like, I'm a prime example of why the system's broken, being, self-employed in my 20s, and healthcare for myself for major medical.
Are you on a
expenses.
marketplace plan?
No, I'm not on a plan.
You have no health insurance.
I am uninsured,
Yeah, that sucks.
right?
That's
And because
crazy.
for major medical, meaning, like, I have to have like an emergency surgery. It's like just under, last time I checked, it was just under $400 a month. For full like healthcare benefits, it's like $600 a month.
And that's not even bad, to be honest.
Right, but still, like,
Yeah.
now I'm in.
No,
a
I mean
place-
it's a lot of money. Like,
now I'm in a place where I'm like, you know what, Trevor, you could afford that, and you're a skier.
yeah, you got to go
You
skiing.
know, maybe we should go buy a lottery ticket too. Like,
and you're young, and so your premiums are going to be lower
Right.
because you are young.
Right.
And so like, $400-600 is not much. I don't want to share too much like personal information, but one of my employees is not older, but older than me, and has higher insurance premiums than me. And he was on a marketplace plan because he was a new hire for us.
Yeah.
And his plan, because of the changes we've made this year for whatever reason,
Yep.
I mean, I know why, but we don't have to get into it. His plan that he had on the marketplace was a Affordable Care Act plan. They were predicting like 30% increase on premiums at minimum, which is insane.
Yeah.
But what ended up happening is his plan just stopped being offered because it was too good. And like he wasn't paying that much for his age and his dependents and all of that. And so they were like, yeah, we just like even increasing it, like we're just not going to do that. We're just going to stop offering it. And so they consolidated their offerings, and then the next available thing to him was over $1,000 more a month,
which is nuts.
That's unbelievable. Like you can't make that work. And so thankfully, I mean, I offer health insurance to all of my employees, and we give coverage. Like we give up to $600 a month of coverage.
Business owner.
I hate our system, so like I'm trying to be the change I want to see. Right.
Yeah.
And so
I think that's a good mantra for us, for our generations.
You have like that's the only way stuff's going to get better. Right. That's the only way stuff's going to get better is to like be the change you want to see.
Yeah.
But like I was able to get him a PPO plan with a low deductible, so like a much better plan. He doesn't have to have referrals if he has to go to a specialist. Like it's a very good plan, and he now pays like $10 a month out of pocket. And that's because it's like a private insurance plan. And so like again, I go back to this Affordable Care Act is not working. Like if these private plans are better for the same amount, we need to come up with a better solution for the majority of people. And we've tried no health insurance. We've tried a private public partnership health insurance. Both are not working. So let's try the public option, single payer public option that literally the rest of the developed world
there almost needs to be
utilizes.
two different ones. Like there needs to be two different sectors.
I'll tell you too, like in all these other countries, there's a single payer public option for everyone that's Medicare for all.
If you want and like speedy, you know what I mean?
And if you are wealthy or can afford it, there
Yeah.
will still be these private insurance plans that get you into places quicker and get you better levels of care than what the plan gets. So if you're like some wealthy person that like, well, I don't want the single payer public, guess what? Like that will still be there.
Yep.
It just everyone else will get something.
Yeah, something, right? Do something.
Like, so to me, it's a no-brainer. I know there's pros and cons to everything.
There is pros and cons to anything, but I think human experience and just life or death definitely kind of trumps all.
For sure.
It does.
And to be honest, I think that, so getting back to what we were talking about with like elections and stuff, I think that healthcare is going to be one of the main hot button issues for the 26 elections, and something that we're probably going to have to cover quite a bit, because that's going to be the dividing thing between all these candidates.
Until then, we're going to be going to Mexico to have our our babies,
going to Cuba for life-saving cancer treatments,
and we're going to be going to Turkey for our hair plugs and teeth implants,
and Jamaica for teeth.
See, the fact that
Bahamas
we know this
for teeth,
right? Like, what in the world?
And we just I can't just go do it down the street because it's too expensive.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Did you watch Trump?
The press conference earlier this week, how everything is still the last guy's fault. Yeah.
Yes.
After a year. Yeah. And there's no plans. Like it's a vibe presidency.
And we never try to like get too politically.
I'm not getting partisan here, but like it's just an observation.
Right. Which it's like, dude.
Yeah.
Why even have it?
I could start to go off, but
let's put on some like freaking masked singer instead.
Well, that's really what it is. It interrupted the Survivor final, which I know a couple of my friends were like pissed about. But
exactly.
So like, you could have just kept the Survival final on, and people would have been just as distracted. It's fine.
Literally distracted.
So
we're gonna change this into like propaganda podcast,
right? So let's talk about voter turnout.
Yes.
Because in this 25 election, Farmington had what do you think the voter turnout was?
Well,
like 9,000 people ish.
Like, what do you mean? Like 9,000 people voted?
That's how many people there are.
Okay.
So like, what percentage of those people voted?
In Farmington,
Well, so yeah, I guess that's not the voting population.
20%.
It's actually a little bit better than that. But that's like a
Okay.
typical
That's
off
I went
year.
off typical, yeah.
So Farmington got a 24% turnout.
Okay.
So not too bad. It's a 20%.
A fourth of the population.
It's a 20%
All
higher
right.
than what you predicted. So that's yeah, it's pretty good. And then interestingly, Farmington Hills had a turnout of 31%, which is, it just goes to show you how contentious and like how involved people were getting in this Farmington Hills election this
Oh my
year.
God! But people, I guarantee you that more than 31% of the people are opinionated, are extremely opinionated.
Of course. So like that number's still too low.
Like,
like
people
if
are
you
gonna bitch and then they're gonna not go vote.
that's what happens. And so the Oakland County average was 25%. So Farmington Hills was actually over the average, and
So that's a win.
Farmington was right
That's a
right
win.
in there for this one. And then actually Farmington Hills, of all of the major cities in Oakland County, Farmington Hills had higher turnout,
Which is sick.
which is interesting and cool.
Higher is good.
Higher is good.
Yeah.
There, Lathrop Village, Clawson, and Lake Angeles were the only
Like
communities.
Angeles. Oh, that's like
North Oakland
yeah, that's
County.
like Auburn Hills
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
yeah.
area.
And
sure I like
and so
Clawson.
these are all like very like Lathrop Village is like, I want to say like 2,000 or 3,000 people.
Yeah.
Clawson I think is probably like
Mhm.
4,000 people, and honestly like Lake Angeles like 800 people. I don't know.
Yeah, not a lot.
So
Not a lot.
for Farmington Hills with 85,000 plus people to get the
That's
highest turnout is
great.
really cool.
That is cool.
And so like my broader reflection on that is that it reflects like the civic engagement of people in the city of Farmington Hills. People do really like care about this city
They do.
and have opinions about it and are getting involved in it. And I think it also goes to show the importance of like staying informed and active beyond just this election season too.
And I don't think that it's just the election. I really do believe, and I'm gonna kind of put Farmington and Farmington Hills in the same boat of like the care that you're talking about, because with holidays, like we felt that.
Yeah, well, that's a perfect segue, dude. So let's talk. I'm good with being
Yeah.
done with the elections. We kind
Let's
of
be done.
veered off, and
Teresa
there's
won. Great
congrats.
job.
Yeah, we should get her back on and kind of go over like her first 100
Yeah. Well,
days.
she wants back on.
She really?
Yeah, because she just started the Food Coalition.
Cool.
I think, is that what it's called? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't. Yeah.
She's just trying to. I think it's like a collaboration. I'm gonna stop because I don't know what I'm talking about.
don't want
But
to
she
give
wants come back on,
misinformation.
so
yeah,
we'll
we
be on the lookout.
definitely should get her back on
I
and,
think it'd be
and
good.
go
That's
over her
also, where
plans.
we're at, so.
Yeah. We'll
At-
go
at a
over
food pantry.
over what she would like to see from the city and the stuff we'll get her in after a couple months and have her give an update.
I love it.
Yeah.
So
holidays.
Holidays. Fantastic turnout. So for those of you that don't know, a little bit of backstory here. My real estate team has been putting on holidays now for this is our second year. We got the opportunity because the chamber was switching its objectives and kind of mission from being more community focused to kind of being more membership focused, which I think was a good switch, just because we really needed to pick up that category. And they expected the city to pick it up. But it's hard for a city, especially a small city,
Yeah.
to just
Tight
pick up a
budgets.
festival. Like
Right.
it doesn't. It's the same reason why we pay people to put on Founders.
Yeah. You get like
and
production
are on the Grand,
companies,
which
to
is a
do
whole
it.
other conversation. And so we kind of picked up the baton because it felt right, and we didn't want Farmington to not have
that tradition anymore.
that tradition anymore. Last year it went well, but we were really kind of getting our bearings of the event, and just doing it because we're a team of 3 that's putting on an event that services. And this year I think we could hit over 5,000 people.
Wow.
in the
Yeah.
city of Farmington.
It was busy. I'll get into it, but yeah, it was great.
And so this year we stuck with the same I think events as last year. We didn't really add a whole lot. I don't think we added much at all really, besides something internal for our clients after the tree lighting. But the typical, like, we had the greens market in the morning, photos with Santa at the Farmington Garage. Shout out to Farmington Garage, clearly. And then we had the Art on the Grand Parade, which is always a hit. And I mean, there was people it was like 3 tiers of people
That's cool.
in these
Yeah.
streets. And then we've followed up with the tree lighting at the end, which shout out to Get It Done Productions for being our lighting guys, because they did a fantastic job. Who's actually a Chamber Connection, so that was cool to have that.
Yeah.
And then obviously Mitchell Logic Brothers, they were there shooting some videos. Had their drone.
I was gonna say they had some drones.
They
Yeah.
had the drone. Actually, one drone. We don't know who the other drone was.
Oh, really? It was
Yeah.
you know who it was? The cops.
Really?
Yeah, I saw them using it. Yeah.
All right, there you go, guys. The guys in the recording booth, we know who did it. It was
Yeah.
the cops. Should we just blame the police? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. And so, but the turnout was better than last year. It felt like last year was good, and it really just got really good reception. Next year is what I'm really excited for, which we'll get into. But Dion, go ahead, because you got a couple things.
So we did make it down. I didn't see you because it was
shocker. I don't know if I saw me.
Yeah, no, I was actually blown away by the amount of support and the amount of people there.
Yes.
And
yes,
because we did go to the Christmas market or the holiday market in the morning.
Yeah.
We did some Christmas shopping at the market, which was really cool. I shouldn't spoil the gifts because I haven't given them yet, but there were some good vendors there.
Yeah.
And I love supporting that type of business. It's local. It's people that have handcrafted stuff, and it's not like just stuff you're ordering just to buy.
Right.
Like you're supporting local businesses.
Local business, 100%.
And also like giving really neat gifts and more personal gifts than like, oh, here's a pair of gloves from Amazon. You know?
Right. Right.
Here's a pair of head gloves from Amazon or some
Yeah.
North Faces or something. But so that was awesome. I highly recommend everyone go check out that holiday market every year because it's a
so
great
good.
spot to get gifts.
And you know what? And I totally left out a whole point, which is actually the segue, which is the community engagement around that.
Yeah.
And why I totally agree with your statement of people just being vested in this community, because yes, we put it on, but really it's more about like we coordinate people.
Yeah.
Because like holidays has been a tradition that's happening in Farmington for years. And so many of the people still stepped up, like Roger Avey.
Yeah.
Has organized a parade.
Yep.
He does the one for Founders too, the Founders Festival
Okay.
parade. And he does it totally, volunteers his time to for like the coordination of just like in the event itself. Now we manage the actual applications to be in the parade, the lineup.
Yep.
So everything before the parade is us. The parade itself is
He
him.
executes.
He executes. And then, Walt Gajewski, he does the holiday market just like he does the market all year long.
Yep.
And then
There was a lot of the same vendors, which
a
we
lot
like
of the
too.
same vendors, which
Because
is
like we
good.
have built relationships. Like personally, we've built
Right.
relationships with those vendors, especially the food ones. So it was nice to get like the last bit
Yeah,
of produce.
your happy holidays.
The end of season apples that I
Yeah.
have, the Ludacrisps from. I should totally know the name of their farm, but I forgot it. But yeah, so it was nice to see
Is
those
it
people
Gates?
too. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
it's the big tent, like kind of by Fresh Time.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not. Gates is the one down at the end
Yeah,
by like what's over there? Dearborn Music Side.
Dearborn
we'll
Music
say.
Side, like the breakfast place.
Yeah.
We really liked him too. I actually
Where
had
the
a conversation.
fresh cut flowers are
Yeah,
in the summer.
yeah, he has fresh cut flowers, and I at the last farmers market of the season, Jackie and I had like an hour and a half conversation with the guy.
That
who
was
owns that
you were
farm.
telling me he's like 83 years old. Like,
Yeah,
so,
he's
tell
got
us.
so much land. Like he's got. I honestly forgot. He was just telling us he bought 80 more acres like adjacent to his parcel, and so it's like
Word.
hundreds of acres that he has like in the southern portion, like right up north of Ohio.
Farmland.
Yeah. But really nice guy, and honestly, like we've been going for years, and every time we go to the farmers market, we chat with him for 20 minutes. So I really appreciate that it's the same vendors and it's the same people organizing it, and it
Yep.
is this community thing. Like I love knowing the guy we buy our produce from.
It's just it's something that you don't know how good it is until you got it.
Right. Or you lose it, and thank you for being a part of helping keep that around.
Oh yeah, dude, it's our pleasure. We're no different than anyone else that offers their time, and there's the good fellows.
Tons of volunteers. Yeah.
What is it? The neighborhood. Oh man, I'm butchering it.
I don't
It's
know
like
as
the
much.
neighborhood foundation. I forget what it's called. But all these different nonprofits come together, and like one will serve the chili that Cowley's makes every year.
Okay.
And they take
Yeah,
all those proceeds and give it back.
That's cool.
And so it's really heartwarming,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, to just have it. And then Michael Sawicki is running for judge.
Yep.
And so he sponsored the train. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Which is so cool because it's like you have one person there getting signatures to run.
Yeah.
It's just outside, and then you got a guy that's investing in his community.
Right.
Right. Like sponsoring the train and has the captive audience, and that's obviously a highlight is us bringing the train in and doing the train rides.
Yeah, that was cool.
And so it's just it's something that it's a lot of work. It's exhausting. We definitely have a celebratory drink that Saturday night. But
After it was all done.
It's very rewarding.
Did you and Santa get sloshed in the
No.
mansion?
No, which is a whole nother point, right? Because, wow, man, the Governor Warner Mansion been closed since COVID.
Yeah.
There's some issues internally, like inside the mansion that's being addressed.
What do you mean, like structurally?
Structural,
okay,
yeah.
got it. Yeah.
And but there's definitely like there's some things in the work with the mansion. It's just trying to bring it back to its glory.
Cool.
Because it's beautiful.
It is.
And the grounds are beautiful.
I haven't been in since like elementary school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me either until the holidays.
Yeah.
Where we got to go back in, and it's crazy because as much as it's been closed since COVID, it's still really cool in there.
I bet.
And so we did some extra things for our past customers and clients.
Cool.
After
Yeah,
the tree
I wanted
lighting.
to come, but we had the dogs, so
the
I wasn't
dogs.
going to come in.
Yeah, no worries. Next year,
Yep.
and hopefully it's even better and open to the public would be really cool.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how things develop. It's so much bigger than me, right? Like we're one
Right.
part. We still have this whole community with these different planning commissions, and so I'm actually seeking a seat on the Historical Commission for Farmington,
Cool.
as well as the Friends of the Warner Mansion, which are the decision makers for the Governor Warner Mansion.
So you can help guide
right,
the restoration
which
of
has really
it.
been championed by Brian Golden,
Okay.
who wants to also come on the pod
Okay.
to
Yeah.
talk Farmington history, because he is like
Oh, that would be such a cool.
he
cool
is like the
conversation.
driving force behind the Governor Warner Mansion, but also the Spicer House.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he established the 501c3 designation for the Spicer House.
No way. Okay.
And so, which is, if you guys don't know,
That's like a great event space.
yeah, inside Heritage Park, really
Yep.
cool old. I don't know. I'm not familiar on the history of the house originally, like why it was built.
I think that family owned the land of Heritage,
Oh,
if
did
I
they?
recall
It's
correctly.
a sick
but
house. It's like
we
it's
should
a
get
sick
him on here
house.
and talk about it because,
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah. We'll get him
that
on.
kind of stuff is very fascinating to me. So yeah, I would like.
But
that.
anyways, the things to come. Stay tuned. If you have an appreciation for Farmington and Farmington Hills history, because definitely going to be developing areas for community enjoyment in the future.
Cool.
So
Any other holiday plans? Like, what do you guys got going on between
So-
now and the end of the year?
like personally,
Yeah, sure.
sure. All right. So we're actually going skiing at Crystal Mountain
Classic.
on Monday.
Yeah, nice.
And
Very
we have
nice.
season passes there.
Okay,
Because
cool.
that's like the home resort, we'll call it.
That's your home? That's your go-to?
Because that's why we learn how to ski.
Is it really? Okay.
Because it's by no means the best.
No,
right?
that's
Because
but if you love it, you love it.
we love it, right?
Right.
And my wife's learning how to ski. This is their second year now, so it's
Okay.
it's a fantastic place to learn how to ski.
Yeah, it is.
Because there's terrain, there's terrain for every level.
Yep.
Right, but nothing's going to be too big of a piece to bite
Right.
off, and if it is, it's not bad enough. You can
just slide
sit-
your butt down.
Correct.
Yep.
And so for that, I love it. Right,
For
it's a
sure.
great place to take the family. So plug for Crystal
For
Mountain.
Crystal Mountain. I was a Highlands guy growing up.
Highlands is sick.
We would go to the Highlands multiple times a year
Yeah.
because my grandma lives in Petoskey and it was not far. And then if I wasn't up there, I would go to Alpine Valley just because it was like right there. And the Garbage Hill.
Well, you know what? I will say Alpine Valley, for what it is, for its cost, it's one of the better places down here.
I agree. I think it's
Because,
my favorite down here.
Like Mount Holly and Pine Knob kind of give each other a run for their money. Mount Brighton's terrible.
I hate. Yeah.
Mount Brighton's and it's owned by
Ice.
Vail now.
Is it really?
So it's
Oh my
$130
God.
at the gate, dude.
That's crazy.
Like at the ticket window, it's $130. Like,
That's wild for Brighton.
no thanks.
That's crazy.
And I think like Alpine's like 60.
Is it still? I was 60 when I skied a lot.
Maybe it's more. No, I think it's still economical. It's like the Cabernet of over here. Because Cabernet,
Okay.
for those of you who don't know, is like just outside of Cadillac.
Yeah.
And it is like the last place in Michigan that I feel like you can go besides like a Nub's Knob.
Yep.
That has like somewhat of a local feel to it.
Yeah.
Like they still have like Arla's Bloody Mary. Like it's just like, and, you know, like if you go there and know, like you're like sitting there smiling listening to this. But if you don't know, and you're a skier or a snowboarder, like go check out Caberfay.
Yep.
It's a great, and it's like $60 at the window.
Yeah,
and it offers
and these
a lot.
days that's a great price.
Yeah, it's got I want to say the steepest. Oh, no, it's not no, it is the steepest and longest run in Michigan, I think.
Is it really?
South Peak. Yeah, it's just because there's 2 different peaks.
Okay, I did not know that.
And some fun facts.
Fun skiing fun fact.
Yeah, I love skiing.
So you're going skiing.
Yeah. Coming back down.
Then
going back
Going
up.
back up.
Yeah.
I heard you're taking a family trip to the
We're
to
doing
the
a Carnival
Caribbean.
Cruise, dude. So we're going. So the only reason I entertained it because I don't want to say a prima donna, but I definitely get my wants and needs for traveling from my mother, who I can thank. And you know, I come from like the viewpoint of like, if you're gonna do it right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so we're going with a really close family, that is a hoot.
Nice.
And so I kind of lowered my expectations because
I think you have to for a cruise.
you do. And I think when you go with a group of people, it also makes it just that much better.
For sure.
Right. And so we're going on the Carnival Cruise. Again, if you guys aren't familiar with the Carnival reputation, go watch Poop Cruise. You'll be updated real quick.
That was I did watch that, and it was
What a
crazy.
classic.
I've never
Dude.
been on a cruise, and I'm like, this just reaffirmed that I'm never gonna go on one.
Like it ruins the cruise industry as a whole, not just its brand.
It's bad.
It exposes
It's
the possibilities.
being locked in a poop-filled jail.
Yeah, and if it's not poop, it's bacteria and disease.
Yeah. So
Can't wait.
Go to the Caribbean and enjoy.
But it'll be good.
No, it'll be a
It'll
fun
be
time.
great because alcohol will fend off all.
Keep the infections away.
It will. It'll keep them away. So yeah, we'll be going there and coming back. How about you?
Way more low key.
Which I can appreciate.
Yeah, I'm a kind of a low key guy. We used to travel quite a bit more, but like honestly, we tend to stick to Michigan now, and I just like going places like with my partner, my dog, and so if we travel, that's typically what we do. We'll probably, I don't know if we'll do it through like this holiday break, but we'll probably go up north a couple times this winter. But one tradition I do have, and I want to talk about it because it's something we did before holidays, and I want to make this a thing. And people are gonna laugh, but do you ever like rate your neighbor's Christmas lights?
Yes.
Like do you have like a system, or
no.
is it like casual?
Liv and I will just periodically drive around Farmington Hills looking at lights. Like
Yeah. We take our dog for walks,
Yeah.
and we will drive to different neighborhoods and like park in front of some random person's house and just like walk neighborhoods. And for the last couple of years, actually, I think it was like a thing that started during COVID, but we have been like developing a Christmas holiday light ranking system with like, it's not put to paper yet, but like we have like established rules of like, oh, well, if like you just have a tree in the window, it's like out of 10 points. So if you have like just a tree in the window, like that's nice, but it's only 1 point.
Yeah.
And
it's
1 point. If you do if you do your roof line, like that's a minimum 6 points. Because you got to get up on a ladder.
Is that we're talking a whole roof line or just
a whole roof line is more points? So it's like a base of 6. But if you're wrapping that stuff all the way around the back of your house, like that's like 8 points.
This is only out of 10?
Out of 10.
Wow.
But so like I'm only talking about like the pluses. Like we take away points too. There's penalties.
What do multicolored lights get?
Multicolored lights are fine, but it depends on the temperature of them, and if they're like those LED ones that like when you wiggle your head they like flicker.
Yeah.
That's negative points.
Oh fuck.
If people have like white lights and like blue white lights, like negative points. Like you can't mix color temperatures of your lights, or like if you're a Christmas tree.
Don't come to my house.
So we haven't walked your neighborhood yet.
You should.
But like
check us
I
out.
really want to like take this way too far, because that's kind of what I do.
That's fantastic. Dude.
That's kind of what I do, is I take things way too far. But
look at us right here. I'm just kidding.
Right. But like I want to like get like a custom printed pad of scorecards that like we can fill out like as we're walking around. Yeah, I'd slap it on the door, slap it on the mailbox, and like they have like portable printers now, so like you can take like a photo with your phone and print out like a note card sized photo like in 30 seconds and then like staple it to the scorecard and like leave it in people's mailbox. And I'll just like we'll rip on people's bad lights.
I mean,
Like,
they deserve it.
do like a teacher's note, do better next time kind of thing.
I love that, Dion. You absolutely do that, and I think that it can be a thing. Like
I want it to be a thing. Like I think you want to talk about like civic engagement and like adding stuff to your community. Like that is something that people really like, and it's a way to like express yourself. And I get people have different budgets, and I don't fault people who don't decorate if you can't or anything like that. But if you're gonna do it,
you gotta do it.
You gotta do it right.
Right.
And we'll let you know how we feel about
and
it.
if you don't have the money for it, you better go find it. Because if not,
only buy 1 or 2 dolls this year.
that's right. Lights overall. Even
Lights
gifts for your
overall.
kids.
So if you next year, if you're listening to this and you start to get scorecards in your mailbox for your holiday decorations,
Yeah.
you'll know who it's from because I'm gonna actually do that.
Dion, I want you to come by my house now.
But that's what we did before holidays. So we walked around some of those neighborhoods behind the mansion, had our dog, and then Grand River was still closed, so we walked up and it was just like a sea of people, and I was like, oh my god, like this is a thing.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
And I really feel like it's been falling off a little bit. Like people's doing the lights exterior. Like it seems like
It this year's definitely on the lighter side, and we have theories about
like
that
not
too.
light though, right? Like not lighter. Like
It's on the darker side.
that's on the darker side.
No, Jackie and I had to discuss this, and we actually have a theory, and it's like winter, like snow came right during Thanksgiving, and like people didn't have a chance
They're
to
like,
put their
"Oh, no."
decorations up before it got crappy out there. And so like actually my neighbor yesterday when it was 50 degrees put up his decorations, and he was wearing like boots, shorts, and
Seriously?
a t-shirt, and he put his decorations up yesterday. It's
Well,
like
late to the
sometimes
game.
procrastinating pays off. You get a 50-degree day in the middle of December.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. So
It was raining though, but
it was raining,
50
but
degrees.
it's, he was fine.
And just to backpedal a little bit to holidays, because I wasn't going to talk about it, but I'm like, you know what, let's talk about it. So for next year, we're trying to squander up enough money to get the buildings lit, like Rochester style.
Oh man, they have
downtown
such a funny
Farmington.
name for that lighting too.
What's it called? I don't know.
Oh,
What's the name.
it's called Lanyap.
Really?
Yeah, when they turn the lights on, that festival's called like Lanyap, and I don't know what it's from, but Jackie's parents live in Rochester, and she grew up there, so
Like, how cool would that be?
it's cool. But they do it on a Monday night. They like turn all the lights on like a Monday night, and like we never go because it's like who wants to drive up to Rochester? So,
does that mean
if we
that-
get one in downtown Farmington, I'm there.
And we gotta figure out the logistics because we have the tree lighting, but then it's like,
Yeah,
we're all gonna stand in the street and look down. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like, what are we gonna do?
you do it at the start of the parade.
It's
That signifies
you're
the
right.
start of the
You're right.
parade.
And so there's all the logistics to be worked out.
Right. No, but that would be awesome.
But we're talking to some city officials, and like the conversation is rolling.
Yeah. Get a
and so-
corporate partner. Bosch, if you want to make a really cool thing for downtown
or
Farmington.
DTE.
DTE.
Hashtag Simon at DTE. Hope you're listening to this and like give
Make
us
up
all,
for those data centers by
Yeah.
buying lights for.
which is a whole separate conversation. Data centers, man, wild. Like,
Yeah.
why are we protesting?
That's like a
data
whole
centers?
episode because you've got.
Why are
some
we
insight into those
protesting
too.
data centers, dude?
We're gonna have different positions on this for sure.
We need to
We're
store
gonna-
data.
we're-
Dion.
We'll save that for another episode because you and
Is
I
that another state's problem?
we'll
I'm
have
just-
we'll have a separate
I just
conversation.
want to talk about it.
I know you have a lot of opinions on it. I'm sure.
I do.
But let's save that one.
It's like,
But no,
like-
I do think
it's
we
like
should talk
protesting
about it
sheets.
because I think we should inform people because there is pros and cons to it, and so it's like protesting.
yes, thank you. I needed
Wow,
that
shots
reaction.
fired.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, we should cover that eventually
We
because
will.
it is a big issue
Next
and
episode.
and it is affecting communities around us, and it may affect Farmington Hills too.
Yep.
Who knows?
We'll see.
So.
TBD.
I mean, relatedly though, on the real estate side of things, we can kind of get into that.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you want to wrap up holidays, that would be very cool. Don't call it Lanyap.
Don't call it. I don't know what that is. There must be some roots or.
It's like it sounds like
Translation.
Scandinavian or something,
Yeah,
but like I
makes
don't know
sense.
how it relates to
Um,
Rochester.
So yeah, real estate.
Yeah, what's going on? You've been
It's-
busy. Like I
It's
feel like
crazy.
I haven't seen you.
Well, it's really it's like slow right now because it's wintertime, right? It's the
Yeah,
time of
like
year.
I would assume that it's like dead.
Right, like you're only moving because you have to.
Anyone who's moving, I would
No,
assume is only doing.
The reason
it
we're
'cause they
busy
have
is we get so much of our business comes from. Well, I should say not so much. A lot of it, probably about just under half, comes from attorneys.
to. Okay.
So your estates.
Yeah. Someone
Your-
passes away.
Someone passes
divorce.
away, divorce. Which man, to be skilled in divorce is it's great because you get a lot of business, but it's very tumultuous.
Yeah.
tumultuous
Yeah.
and just
You're dealing
can
with
be
people
miserable.
at the worst points in their
You're
lives.
right,
Essentially.
and typically, people want to get the most for their assets, right?
Mhm.
Well, now you have this mixture of people wanting the most for their assets, but they're actively bringing down their assets with them.
Yeah. Out of
because it's
spite.
Out of spite,
Yeah.
and so you're like really kind of a ham sandwich.
You're
Like
stuck in the
like
middle of that as
double-decker
a rep
sandwich.
for both parties,
Both.
technically.
Yes.
Even though the
Yes.
parties are opposed.
Correct. You're
Yeah.
like it's like one side of the deal, but it's really like feels like you're a double.
Yeah.
A dual agent.
A double agent.
You're a double agent.
So is there a
Just
lot of
dad jokes
divorces
everywhere.
happening right now? Why are you so busy?
There's so many divorces out here during the holiday. No,
Are we still
no,
at
there's not.
50% of people getting divorced? I don't know.
Is that really a stat?
That's what it used to be. I don't know if
Oh,
it still is.
Lord.
Like boomers, like 50% of boomer marriages were ended in divorce.
You know what, boomers, man.
That's a whole episode too.
That's a whole episode. Boomers. Imagine if we had a whole episode on boomers.
A whole episode on each generation's problems.
Yeah. We
Uh,
can start with Gen L. We can start with the Alpha.
Yeah, 6, 7.
Yes, it is the epitome of what's wrong. So I feel like we're really just seeing, as far as the real estate market goes, it's just slowing down. There's a lot of uncertainty out there that we're still dealing with, the same uncertainty that we've had. I feel like all of 2025, which is like what's going on. We got tariffs changing, by the day.
Yeah,
How many
they're
tariffs?
probably making
How
it
many
illegal
changes?
like tomorrow, to be honest, or today. I'm sorry.
Really?
It's supposed to be ruled on before the end of the year.
And it's like, how is this going to affect us? You got people like feel like they're waiting for decisions because they're made to make decisions because they're in a lurch. So you have some market constrictions as far as inventory goes, which leads to higher sale prices, which people wouldn't think, but it's like it really comes down to just basic supply and demand, econ 101.
Yeah.
And right now we're in a slow season, so you really see that almost like intensify. So when what you're seeing right now is the housing market has gotten incredibly stale.
Okay.
Meaning the houses are sitting for longer.
What's longer?
Over a month.
Oh wow.
Right,
Okay.
we're talking
Yeah.
30 to 60 days is kind of your time frame. I think you're still seeing things move faster on the lower price point.
Under 4.
Under 3.
Under 3.
Under 3, yeah. You're seeing things move consistently, like your Oak Park, Ferndales, things like that. You're having, I would say, inventory moving at
Starter
a
home.
similar
Starter
pace.
home.
Starter homes,
Okay.
right? But as far as like above that goes, you're really seeing things sit. And for like motivated sellers, you're getting on the buyer side like name your price scenarios where people are like, oh my gosh, we just need to sell this, so let's get
And
it
if
going.
people are in a situation where they're dealing with a state like a death or
they
domestic
typically want to
changes,
just
they just need to get out. They
Yeah.
just need to get out.
Yep.
And so those people you're saying are in a little bit more of a bind right now.
A little bit more of a bind, yeah, because it's just like
It's a buyer's market.
right. And now we're sitting between two massive holidays, right? We've
Yeah.
been sitting between 3: Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's.
Yep.
And so you're like kind of like in this lull, but we just had a house in Holland, right? Because we go all over. That sold in
Holland, like on the
Holland.
west side of the state.
Yeah, sold
Holland?
in 4 days, dude.
Wow.
4 days, no inspections.
Is that because it's Holland?
It's because I think just because it was priced aggressively, because we said
Okay.
either wait on this till the spring
Yeah.
to get 30 more grand, or sell it now and don't have your mortgage costs
Yeah.
because
Taxes.
they've been
mortgage
renting it
costs.
out,
Oh wow. Okay.
and it's family,
okay.
right? If that's a big reason why we're doing it in Holland,
Got
because it's family,
Got it.
because we don't actively market over there,
Right.
Because it's just, why would we do that,
Right.
And so like that moved quick, but like we know how to move properties. This year we had a record year.
Congrats. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. I know
Yeah.
it's it feels good to say. It's surprising because when you look at our year numbers, it wasn't that crazy. It was just that it all happened in the second half.
Yeah.
And we broke our record because last year we did like 7 million, which is like
Yeah, that's very good.
Single agent, it's good, right?
Yeah.
But we're a team. This year we did just over 12 million.
Wow. Yeah, that's a big increase.
Just over 12 million, but that's like technically we did just under 15 because there was some like off market
Got it.
deals we did.
Yep.
That
Total.
don't really go towards
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
And then we did like I think it was like 42 units.
Wow.
We did.
Cool.
So like that means 42 transactions.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
So, and that's like I said, like I think like 70% of that was in the second half of the year.
Wow. So you've been busy.
Been busy.
Post wedding busy.
And post wedding busy, which couldn't have been better timing, honestly. But I'll tell you what, it's going on as fast as it's coming in. We get a new roof in the spring, new skylights, gutter downspouts. So it's but it's good. It's good to be able to make those decisions.
Right.
It's sweet to
Have that flexibility now finally.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you would recommend to a buyer and a seller right now? Like what's like a key thing that you tell your clients? To look into the new year, like what should you be doing?
I think that like that's a very tough question, John.
Right.
Wow.
It depends on the buyer and the seller and the situation.
I could just pawn off this question. But no, I think like don't. Unless you have to.
Yeah.
Like I think listen, if you're like renting, right, the conversation is always easy because it's like, 100% of nothing or something of something because you're paying more for a house.
Right.
That type of thing. But really, moving in the winter, moving in general kind of sucks.
It does.
Right? Like this is a ChatGPT stat, so take it with a grain of salt. But it was like second to like a family member dying, like buying and selling houses came next.
Is it real in terms of like how much it
suffering
sucks?
and stress? And it is, dude. It's hard. It is not fun. It's nothing but change, nothing but costs left and right.
A lot of costs.
Right, and appraisal on the buyer side, right? Appraisal, inspections.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you name it.
Time,
loss, losing out on deals.
Yeah.
Which has been, I think, a huge term in 2025. Because the market's been somewhat competitive. But really just, I mean, like, I don't know. I really don't have advice.
Yeah.
And call me.
Yeah. Depends on your situation.
That's your advice.
Really. Yeah. It really depends on your situation and what you want.
So, yeah.
I know because you're helping one of my brothers right now look for a place.
Yes.
And in Ferndale at that price point that's moving. And
right.
He's having some fun trying to find the right fit for him. Yeah.
But you know what? One thing about him is that because I don't know if he wanted to be named, so I'll just leave my name.
We'll leave him as a him.
But he's open-minded.
Oh, for sure.
Like not stressed out.
No,
not like.
Well, he's living at home. He doesn't have rent.
Right,
like he's in the perfect situation.
But still, I mean,
to be looking, I think he's in a good situation.
He's in a great situation, but people's mindsets single-handedly seem to be the hardest thing for them to overcome. And Andre is and he is so he set himself up for success ultimately. Yeah, because he's approaching it the right way. So, and I think a lot of that's probably from the advice he has.
He's got a good support system.
He does
for sure.
That's
mom,
thank you.
Mom helps him. Yeah, for sure.
It's always
thank you for helping him out too.
Dude,
so,
of course,
because I know he's entering in the next phase of his life. And so it's good to know that there's people looking out for him.
And I love helping first-time home buyers because as a realtor, it forces you to slow things down and explain because they've never done it before.
Right.
And so it's fantastic just practice.
It is.
Because for a lot of people that have done it so many times, you're like, you don't have to explain everything, which I like explaining things. Like I enjoy that, like helping people figure it out.
Yeah, that educating process.
Yeah,
and that,
exactly.
Consulting process.
Yep, and it's the same reason why I like doing estates because you're helping someone in distress, right? They have this asset, like a lot. Sometimes they're about to make a bunch of money, right? So they're excited, but also sometimes, there's really.
You're dealing with
reverse mortgages too.
You're dealing with changes. You're dealing with complications.
Right. Reverse mortgages are so popular for older people, and it's like essentially you're leaving nothing. Right. Because no matter what the equity is, like that, it's going back
into what was taken out from
You're turning into a renter for a bank.
Right. And that sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. But you know what? For some people's living situations, it's just kind of what it calls
That's
for.
how it worked out. Yeah.
And so, but just helping people through problems is kind of why I like it.
Yeah,
So.
that's why I like my job too. It's not
It
quite
is,
at the
yeah.
same scale, but at the same time,
but
I'm,
I mean,
I'm dealing with people in crisis and
Yeah.
solving them a problem and making them feel comfortable in their huge investment and making sure that they're protecting their huge investment
Right,
as
right,
well.
right.
So, but the same reason, like helping
people.
people in situations that they do not want to be in is why I like to
that's
do
what
it.
makes good businesses good. So
For sure. So, I mean, we established that the winter sucks, and it sucks to move in the winter. And what, like this winter has sucked particularly bad.
I mean, but it's been good for me because
Yeah, like you're a skier.
right?
Yeah, like you're like, no, this is great.
Bring it on.
It's been years. It's a
Yeah,
shitty winter.
It actually feels like winter.
But like it was snowy right after Christmas. It was cold.
Mhm.
We had like a foot down here, like total.
It was crazy.
It was a lot.
I was looking on my grill and it's like
Stacks
yeah.
on stacks.
Yeah.
And so like we're gonna do like some community notes here. I was perusing some community Facebook pages.
Oh no!
and
Actually,
seeing,
yes.
and
Let's go.
seeing what problems were plaguing our neighbors. And a big issue we had this year with all the snow, because it did come like during the week and stuff too. It was not like a Friday night snowstorm. It was like a Wednesday morning snowstorm. Was I'm gonna first of all shout out to the Department of Public Works of Farmington Hills, because I feel they do an excellent job. All things considered, it's they have a lot to manage, and I don't know if people realize that the majority of roads in the city of Farmington Hills, the city is responsible for maintaining. Like we know we have MDOT,
Yeah.
and we know we have Oakland County Roads,
Right.
but both of those two entities only cover very specific roads.
Very like you're
Like MDOT covers highways, and Oakland County covers like 12-mile and like Orchard Lake,
right.
and like that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And so every other tertiary road, I think is what they're called.
Mm-hmm.
I might be totally making that up too.
I like it.
But every other road that's not like a major thoroughfare, and
Yep.
that is what they call it, is a major thoroughfare, is covered by individual
Yeah,
cities.
county, road
Yep.
road commission.
Yep. And so that is for the major thoroughfares, and then like Farmington Road, Drake, Halstead, 13, 14, anything south of 12, all of that is covered by Farmington Hills. And so when they are plowing those roads, what they were doing was like putting up these big piles at the corners of all the intersections, because there was like really nowhere else to put it. And so there was I think there was one snow day or maybe two, but when kids started to go back to school after we got all that snow, there was no place for like kids to stand that wasn't in the middle of the icy street because of these giant snow
It's
mounds
a great place for kids to stay.
in the middle of an icy street. Yeah. And so like people were going off on Facebook just complaining about it. And it's like, I get it. Like it's a problem and it feels good to complain, but it's just like,
It does, dude. Why does it feel so good to
don't know.
gossip, Dion?
I don't know. It does, but like
Oh,
it's
just
not,
like-
just get it out. If people
Yeah,
need to get that
just-
evil out of them. And,
Just that bitching. Just gotta get it out,
you gotta
dude.
it's gotta be someone else's problem too.
And less solution driven and productive, the better.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's just like, there was a lot of that, and finally, I'm not gonna name a resident. Honestly, I don't remember who it was, but someone was like, "Well, have you called the Department of Public Works and like let them know that
Yeah.
this is a problem? Like, how are they gonna know that like these kids don't have anywhere to stand? That's not really their purview to like
No,
care
no.
about something like
Yeah.
that, but it is also like that is their
Right.
responsibility.
Keeping the streets cleared, right?
But if they
That's-
don't know it's a problem, then how are they going to address it?
Yeah.
And so I think that that is a lesson that we all can learn, that it does feel good to go on the internet and complain about stuff, but if you're not doing it in a productive way or in a solution-driven way, you're not going to get the outcomes you want, and ultimately it's not going to result in the community that you want to live in.
Right.
And so shout out to the Department of Public Works. People reached out to them, and they immediately I think that day
Yeah.
like started addressing it, and like
They kill it, dude.
we're shoveling sidewalks and
do
blowing
well.
and putting salt out and doing all of that, and they do a very good job, because if you like my office is technically in West Bloomfield, so I got to drive up to West Bloomfield every day, and like once you hit 14 Mile,
I love your office.
it's a
a
great
sick spot.
office. It is a great spot. once you get north of 14 Mile and you're moving into West Bloomfield Township, that's the key there, township, the roads just become like treacherous, like unmaintained, like 2-track, like in with ice, and they don't
Ice ruts.
ice ruts. The second you get into West Bloomfield, it's like ice ruts.
It's like rail travel pretty much.
It's like the
Like
Grand River,
you're
the
on the
Grand
train
River
tracks.
wood plank road.
Yeah, you're tall. Oh my god.
And so it's really bad, but like that just goes to show
not
you.
Shout out to West
Yeah,
Bloomfield.
not shout out to West Bloomfield. They are limited in what they can do being a township because they don't have the level of
Yeah.
resources.
Yeah, and so there's
Taxes are much lower in West Bloomfield compared to Farmington Hills too.
You mean
But
there's a downside to less taxes?
You get what you pay for. Yeah,
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, everyone should pay for public schools. Yeah, we shouldn't.
Oh, we don't need to talk. Have you heard about that?
I have.
Dion.
It's really bad.
Dude.
It's like the biggest.
If you don't have kids, you don't have to pay for your school.
I get the sentiment, but
No,
in practice,
don't.
it is the absolute worst thing you can do.
And here's just because we need to talk about it since we brought it up really quick. So, and this is coming from a real estate standpoint. So you benefit from your school district. You benefit or suffer from your school district
Totally.
that you live in.
Yeah.
As
an individual.
who
owns
owning
a
a
house.
home
Yeah.
with or without kids, irrelevant, right? If you have a good school district, you have higher home value. If you have a worse school district, you have worse value.
I bet it fluctuates up to like 30%.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot because your other choice is privatize education. Now, to live there and not have a kid and not have to pay school taxes is the most absurd, just narrow-minded,
It's very narrow-minded.
garbage idea
I agree.
that I have
1,000%.
ever heard. And for you to don't know, this is like actually like this is trying to be done by a state rep in Michigan.
Yeah, and it's being done by a certain subset
Whose name
of,
I can't remember or wouldn't want to. We'll just call him, Voldemort.
Voldemort.
This is
Yeah, and I mean,
Voldemort's
they're
doing.
and Michigan's not alone in this. They're doing it around. There's proposals for doing this around the country, and
It's disgusting.
I mean, like they're definitely going to be doing it in Florida.
Like our
for
schools
sure.
already came in.
Yeah, we are already having funding issues.
Yeah, what?
And,
Who needs school?
and I think like
cares?
honestly, even if let's say you're a renter, like okay, well, paying property tax at that point doesn't matter,
You don't pay taxes.
right? And then
Your landlord does.
but then like we all benefit from a society where people are educated. Like people become
It's
nurses,
not that hard to understand.
doctors, engineers. Like having a well-funded school system is really important. And honestly, I think this is a generational issue. I think that a lot of this sentiment
do you
stems from people who don't have
Us?
have kids anymore. Well, yeah, we don't have kids, right? So like
Yeah.
we're in that boat. But I think I think the approach is actually more like older people who have adult children and fixed incomes are worried about their spending power, and so they are trying to maintain their spending power by reducing their tax burden. And so they're
Yeah.
like, well, I don't have kids. Why am I paying taxes for something I don't use anymore?
Here
We're talking about boomers. We're talking about boomers.
And no, I'm talking about numbers like
Oh.
hundreds of dollars, like a couple $100.
At max.
I mean, we're
Yeah.
talking like it's not that much.
If you look at your breakdown on your local tax bill, like I bet you pay the Detroit Zoo almost as much as you pay for your public school.
Detroit Zoo
Yeah.
and DIA lumped together.
Yeah.
Which so that's a whole other conversation because like DIA love it, especially going to other Midwestern towns. Like DIA is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I would say next to like maybe the National Gallery. Like
Yeah,
we
the
have
Nat-
one of the better art museums in the U.S.
I agree 1,000%.
Um,
But what we pay for that is very similar to what we pay for public schools.
but it's free. Like
Right.
as an Oakland County resident, you go there now the zoo. Don't ask me why we don't get that for free.
And it's
Right.
not cheap to go to the zoo anymore either.
It's not cheap.
Yeah.
Okay. And we pay for it. It's
Yeah.
the same line. It's like a line item, just like the
Yeah.
DIA is, but it's
Yeah.
not for free now. I know there's animals and it's different.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
What the hell? No. But anyways, a garbage suggestion about the whole not having to pay school tax because you don't have kids. Like
It's insane.
Get out of town.
Like one thing about living in a civilized society is like not everything has to generate profit or revenue
Or benefit you.
or benefit you directly. If it like again have
That's the thing that
have
does
some like
benefit them.
they just but it's not directly.
I'm sorry,
so
I got you.
it's
I'm
like
getting
yeah,
sweaty.
it's like not a direct benefit. So people forget like like
Yeah.
it indirectly
Easy to forget.
benefits.
Selfish people.
It's
I'm
selfish.
kidding.
It is selfish.
I'm not kidding, but I need to chill a little bit.
I think it is selfish, but I'm sure we'll get some comments on this and some.
I hope we
stories that
do.
post
You're
because
welcome. We'll meet you out. We'll meet you outside.
no, but like honestly, I do want to hear people's like why they think it's a good idea. Like change my mind. Like if
yeah. Try to.
try
at least,
to
I
because
guess.
I don't get why this is even considered a good idea. But
Yeah.
maybe you can come up with a
Horrible.
compelling argument. But I frankly I doubt
It's
it.
disgusting.
And that's, I mean, I think we're good. I don't really
We
have
gotta
too
get me
much.
off the air, dog.
we gotta,
No, I'm
we gotta
kidding.
go. We gotta go before we start getting threats.
I know. I love it though. I think people like it too. Like
No, it's
like,
it's
have
an
an
important thing
opinion.
to talk about
everyone has the right to have an opinion.
for sure.
And and a right to exercise it.
Right, and enlighten me. Like I said, enlighten me. I
Yeah.
am always interested in hearing people who disagree with me
Yep.
because it helps inform my decision
Agreed.
too.
Agreed. Awesome, man. Well, fantastic episode. Thank you, Dion.
Yeah,
That was
great catching up
Yeah,
again,
and
and we got to do this more frequently.
Happy holidays, brother.
You too.
All right.